Hi, let's get started tonight. Oracle guided meditation. For anyone that is new, I will re edit these, take out all the extra conversation. Hi, Robin. And repost them under my guided meditation playlist. And you'll notice I have a lot of new meditations there that I did on location in Palm Springs. I have a protective meditation, I think a releasing. I have a morning meditation coming next week. And let me know if there's any other specific meditations you're looking for, and I will include those. Hi, Robin. Hi, Violet. Good to see you guys. I have a new live I'm doing starting next Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with Nurse Meg and spiritual coach Seth. Right now, the working title is How Are You Feeling? Where we're basically going to get together and just support each other, talk about how we're feeling, what we're needing in this time. Everything's on the table. It's not necessarily a panel of experts. We're going to be sharing what we're going through too. So please join us here on my page, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time next week with Nurse Meg and spiritual coach Seth. And bring your feelings. I wanted to create a community because the world is sort of a dark place and right now. So I want us to feel like we have somewhere to go to connect and share. Because, I was talking to my mom last night and she mentioned, man, with how violent and dark the world has been, combine that with us trying to raise our vibration independently, individually, combined with our own personal stuff, struggles, disappointments, challenges. That's a lot. Like, that's a lot for one person to try and take on by themselves. And then you don't really have the energy or desire to go out. You're feeling like you want to just kind of curl up. So this way, if you just kind of want to hide and not go out and not deal with people, at least you're not alone and we can all uh, talk and just support and support each other and offer insights maybe the other wasn't aware of or thinking of at that time. So yeah, I was thinking of you, Violet, and Robin, and whoever else maybe will need that. And hopefully that will be a weekly thing where we're just connecting. So let's look at tonight. Look at how cute this card is, the Joyful Muse. This is nice. This is inspiring. This is what we need. So we'll talk a little bit more after the meditation, but tonight obviously is about inspiration. It's about feeling inspired even when times are hard, feeling inspired even when we're going through our own stuff. And that doesn't mean that you should force that inspiration. That doesn't mean you should require it of yourself. But remember, inspiration, intuition, imagination, all of those work together. So if you're at the point in your life where you're like, listen, I'm really I've been down for too long. Like I've just been feeling down. I've been in that space and I'm looking for ways to bring myself up. Then we have to sort of look for what inspires us. What is that? Is it music? Is it movies? Is it animals? Is it friends? Is it reading, writing, dancing, yoga, meditation? What is it that you need to do to start to find that inner muse? Because it is on us to find that inspiring part of who we are. It is on us to bring that out. We aren't forcing it. But when we have gotten to a point in our lives where we know we need to find that inspiration to get up every morning, what are you going to turn to? I always say, if you don't have that answer yet, if you don't know, meditation is going to guide you there. It's not that you're going to get the information in the meditation during the meditation. You might, but what happens is when you're constantly meditating every day, you're allowing yourself to quiet the mind. You're allowing the mind to no longer be the leading force. And I'm not saying the mind is bad, and I'm not saying it shouldn't be. I'm saying that with balance, Our intuition needs to play just a bigger role as our mind does. So when we allow that mind, because the mind is going to go off 24/7, go off meaning like go off in a million directions, memories, memory recall, pain, suffering, all the images and frustrations and fears that live there, that's going to be there. When we go into meditation every day, even if it's for a short period of time, we're quieting this. Even if you feel during that meditation that that thing wouldn't shut up the entire time, it is still working. So when you go into that meditation, you may not get the information you need right then, but it will come throughout the day or the night or whatever. Something will show itself to you if you keep it up. Exercising will do the same. Yoga will do the same, right? So it is on us to really find that inspiration, and it's there, it's out there. It's just that when the world starts to press in on us, that's where depression happens, right? The world starts to press in, it becomes too much. What's going on the planet combined with your own stuff. It becomes too much, and that's where depression happens because all of this starts to press in. That's where our depression comes from. So we have to press out. So when depression is pressing in, we go inward and then we start to press out with our inward energy. And our inward energy is the energy we're pulling from the cosmos. So I'm not asking you to pull from your own emotional state. I'm asking you, when you go inward, you pull from the cosmos and then you start to push back against that depression and you start to find inspiration. So let's do that tonight. Close the eyes, 3 releasing breaths. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale, blow it out. 3 releasing breaths. Finding our inner muse. Closing the eyes, finding a comfortable seated position or lying down. Relax. Relax. And really just let go and relax. Wiggle the fingers and the toes to make sure they're not clenched. Relax the forehead, the jaw, the eyes. Allow the belly to move with the breath. Notice if we're clenching in the belly. Allow the body to feel weighted and heavy, allowing it to sink deep, deep, deep into the middle of the earth, allowing Mother Earth to hold you, to catch you. And as you allow yourself to feel weighted, heavy, you feel that you're held, supported, you're safe. And within this safety, in this moment, we let ourselves release. There's nothing to do, nothing to say. You're just in your safe space with Mother Earth. The body is at ease. And allow the mind to wander. Just do your best to stay focused on my voice and stay focused on your breath. Allowing the breath to move at its own pace, not forcing it, pushing it. Just be still for a few moments. Bringing the attention to the belly, placing the right hand over the belly and the left hand on top of the right hand. We're just going to take a moment and feel the breath move with the belly. Feeling the belly and the breath move together. And with each exhale, we relax a little bit deeper. We let go a little bit more. The belly is where we digest our food, our emotions, our connections, our gut feelings. So tonight we're going to clear the belly to make space for imagination, intuition, inspiration. Wherever you're at, blow all the air out. Inhale for a count of 6 through the nose. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently hold the breath and keep the body at ease and relaxed. Gently through the lips, exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Relax the body. Exhale through the lips for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the lips for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing the hands so the palms face up, allowing the breath to move at its own pace. Bringing an orange light to the belly, we begin to expand that orange light outside the belly and it pushes out into the cosmos. Inhale, we feel, see, imagine this orange light. Exhale, we push the light out into the cosmos. Inhale, we feel, see, imagine this orange light in the belly. Exhale, we push the light out into the cosmos. Inhale, we visualize, feel, see the orange light. Exhale, push it out into the cosmos. Continue here. Continue with the breath and the image. This orange light is taking everything you no longer need and moving it out to be recycled into the cosmos. This orange light is taking everything you no longer need and pushing it out into the cosmos. Keep up the pace. Feel the light pushing so far out, trusting, knowing it's doing all the work, removing, cleansing, clearing, making space for intuition, imagination, and inspiration. Couple more breaths here. Keeping that orange light out into the cosmos, we bring our attention to our third eye. Here we feel, see, experience a green emerald light, and that shine bright out into the cosmos. Our third eye opening up, our third eye pushing out, activating the third eye. Inhale, we feel, see, imagine this green light. Exhale, we push the emerald light out into the cosmos. Inhale, we feel, see, imagine this green light. Exhale, we push that light out into the cosmos. Couple breaths here. Activating our third eye of intuition, activating our inspiration. Now that the third eye is open, you can relax the breath, you can relax the imagery. Now that our belly is clear, open, and we've made space for light to move in through the crown of the head. That light comes down from the cosmos, whatever color you feel, see, imagine, and it moves down through the crown of the head, and it moves down through the chest, through the belly, and out the sit bones. Pulling that light from the cosmos as it's bringing down the inspiration, the intuition, and the energy that we are seeking to find our inner muse. Pulling that strength, pulling that light, pulling that guidance from our spirit guides. As we pull the light down from the cosmos, move it down through the crown of the head, pushing down into the center of the earth. Few breaths here, pulling down that inspiration, that intuition, finding our inner muse by clearing the emotional body, making space, opening up the third eye to show us the way, and allowing the cosmos to fill us with energy, with guidance, with balance, with security and trust. Breathe through this a couple more breaths. And finally, bringing the attentions to the sit bones. Feel that light as it moves down from the sit bones, locking you into the center of the earth, just like an anchor, grounding ourselves, holding ourselves, locking us into the center of the earth. Bringing the palms up, facing out. The arms can be outstretched in front of you or just placed with the palms facing out. And we just take a moment and we feel all the energy that we've created from the belly, from the third eye, that we've utilized and pulled down from the cosmos. Feel it, see it. Rubbing the palms of the hands together, keeping the eyes closed, placing the palms over the eyes, and gently opening the eyes into the palms of the hands and slowly moving them away. Just allowing yourself to be still with the eyes open in your space, but feeling at ease, feeling safe, feeling grounded and rooted, and trusting that your inspiration, your inner muse will come out when it's time. You will be shown the way. You have not been forgotten. You will be shown the way. Let's do a quick read. And then I'll be back next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hold on, I'm switching decks. I didn't get anything from that deck. All right. So for this week, guys, you want to have very focused vision. This next week, you're going to be asked to be very deliberate, focused, clear about what it is that you want. And you're going to want to bring that energy. I see opportunity for some of you coming through. Maybe this week, maybe next week. There's opportunity for some of you who've been waiting on a call, waiting on something that's coming. But you need to be very deliberate. You need to be very, this is not a time for sort of like relaxing and let it all wash over you. This is a time for being very clear about what you are good at, who you are, how you're going to present yourself, how you're going to show yourself, how you're going to let yourself shine. Be very active. That's the word. Be very active in that. These next 2 weeks are going to be crucial for some reason. Because there will be planets, it feels like certain planets aligning that are going to allow you to make progress in a way that you've been feeling like you've been neglected, feeling like you've been forgotten. There's going to be movement happening. This is why we want to be very clear, deliberate, conscious of what we want, who we are, and how we want to present it to the world. Grounded, focused, active. It's like, I want to say active. I almost want to say like active calm, active groundedness, active gentleness. There's a time to be passive, right? To wait and allow things to happen around us. And then there's a time to be active. And this is not only like, so you might, let's say you're waiting for a phone call, or you're waiting, meaning like you're waiting to find out if you got a job, or you're waiting for, or you're looking, I'm just use a job as an example, or you're looking for a job and you're like, so you're being active, but within that active, you need to be balanced, gentle, and clear about it. Not sort of like all over the place, and not like, I got to do this and got to do that. And she's saying, be active. Like, I'm not saying like throw yourself out there. I'm saying be deliberate with your actions. So for example, you're looking for a job, be deliberate with your actions. Don't just apply for jobs that you're like, well, maybe I could do it. And now take this metaphor and apply it to wherever it applies to your life. But be deliberate. Okay, I do this, this, and this really well. So I'm going to deliberately focus on jobs that focus on that. So however that applies to your life, whether that's a relationship, whether that's the job you're currently at, whether you're building your own business, your own dreams, whatever it is, whether it is fighting an illness within you, find what you know and build off of that. Okay, good work. See you guys Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Good to see you guys. Nice to see you as always, Violet, Robin, and everyone else who's watching. Thanks, you guys.